Peace, peace, peace. It's your girl Sunshine, Shine Vibrations, episode 2. I hope everyone has had a luxurious week. And, tonight is erotic poetry with a little bit of extras. Tonight's special guest is one of, again, my clubhouse roomies, known on Instagram as I want to make sure I remember this correctly, the Trophy Ho Poet on IG, known as Lexi. Beautiful spirit. Can't wait to get to it. But we gotta holla at my bros first. Heavy Energy University and Soul Society with that live alkaline water, because that's the jugs that y'all be seeing me having. I don't leave home without it. So let's listen to my bro Born King.
Peace and love, family. Check it out. It's the We Are the Gold campaign. The We Are the Gold campaign is all about highlighting ourselves as the wealth, value, and solutions we've been looking for. We are the gold. Before it comes to the money, your health is the wealth. Tap into intentional lifestyle decisions, making sure you're putting living local foods, preferably, especially organic, into your well-being, your temple, And you already know you got to couple that with the live alkaline water, the best hydration in the nation, natural alkaline spring water straight from the source, no artificial induced processing. And the other side of the We Are the Gold campaign is activating our economics, So tap into the We Are the Gold campaign. Get your $20 monthly subscription special at heavyenergyuniversity.com.
Yes, that's heavyenergyuniversity.com. And hey, I got a gift for y'all. We have 2 promo codes. The first one is Shine Vibrations 888. Wait, excuse me. Sunshine, spelled the way you see it here. SUN, the number 8, HINE, Vibrations 888. And the second promo code is Royal Suns. The Suns is spelled SUNZ 810. Put that in there at the end of your purchase, and they already have an ongoing special. If you do a subscription for the gallons, you will get 5 for $20 every month, and that subscription you cannot apply the discount codes for. So tonight's guest, what can I say about this person here? Very humble spirit, but once they get to talking, baby, it's a whole nother story. I love coming across people who are so humble in spirit, and sometimes people don't recognize their own power. And definitely this poet is magnanimous, and I cannot wait for y'all to get to know what I know. So let's bring Lexi J to the stage.
God, hi, how are you?
Peace, peace. How are you, darling?
I'm freaking phenomenal. Running late like always. Those of you who know me know that every single time I'm supposed to be anywhere, I'm not there. So happy to actually be here, even if I am running late. So thank you for, again, extending the offer to me.
Oh, yes, indeed. Look, life, as we say backstage, life be lifing. So, I wanted you to know real quick, those pictures that I chose, I love the colors behind them. And it reminded me of 3 of the Fifth Elements. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm crazy with visuals, things just come to me like that. So I figured I'd speak on it, but each of those pictures are very powerful within themselves, and the color scheme was just perfect. It matched them. I just wanted you to know that's how those spoke to me. So Lexi, what would you like for the people to know about you?
I guess I'd like them to know that, you know, I'm more than just a, white girl, blonde, pretty trans woman. Um, Throw in a few more adjectives there, but kind of like a lot of times I get lumped into like this cookie cutter idea and definition of what I should be. And that's the whole reason I started poetry actually was to show that I have a lot more depth than that. Um, so I think that that depthness and that authenticity is what I want to shine through.
Okay, so where are you from?
All the fuck over. The real, like I say,
Well, okay, where do you claim?
I'll give you four, and y'all can pick.
Okay.
Okay, I've got Boston,
Oh,
Seattle, Chicago, and Dallas, and everywhere in between.
wow. Okay, wait. Boston,
Hmm.
Chicago,
Hmm.
Seattle, and Dallas.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In what order?
A little bit of all the orders, I guess. So like Seattle, no, Chicago would have been the first one that I like spent a lot of time on. Then Seattle, then Boston, then Dallas. But there was back and forth amongst all of them throughout all of that and such. And then right now I'm actually in San Diego, so who
Okay. And because when you because I hear it when you say Boston, so but then that's also like some of that Chicago accent. I don't know too many from Seattle.
knows.
But I definitely recognize the accent, so that's why I asked. And
I think I'm definitely
definitely
a clusterfuck of accents that just kind of mixed together.
clusterfuck of accents. I love it. There is our sis Liz, who we got the pleasure of meeting through.
I was just about to say that she's the whole reason that we met each other, the whole reason that I am here today, and the whole reason that y'all have to listen to me do these poems.
Oh yes. So as far as poetry, I always believe, and I also, in every aspect of it, whether it's however people describe their poetry, erotic, regular, activism, sci-fi, explorism, whatever the titles are, the act of poetry, the cognitive process, all the way to the speaking or the reciting, is therapeutic.
Yeah.
So, when did poetry start in your life, and how has it helped you therapeutically?
Honestly, I haven't been doing poetry that long. Like, I remember that I used to write some things here and there back in like high school, but that fell off once life started lifing real hard. And then I started writing again in November of 2022. So yeah, just a little over a year, maybe a year and a half. Um, my sister uh, was really big into the poetry scene at that time, and I always saw her writing. She was like, "You really need to give this a try. Like, you've been through enough bullshit in your life that you have to have something that you can take from that and be creative with." Um, so I started writing, and it did. It definitely was a cathartic experience, being able to get some things out of my brain and onto paper. And then the next step, she said, you've been writing for X amount of time. Now you need to stop being a selfish bitch with it and share that shit with the world. So after some fucking nagging, I got on Clubhouse and started sharing my pieces, and turns out people kind of relate to it a little bit or something. So
A little bit. Man, you talk about left mouth left wide open, like what? Like this soft spoken, and then the poems just come out like and you're like, oh shit, wait a minute, where is my seat? Where is my pearls? But see, that's the dope thing about it. It's not like a how some people like to say it's an alter ego. No, it's just showing an evolved level of you that people don't know. Would you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert, or a little bit of both?
I'd have to say a little bit of both. Like naturally, I'm definitely introverted. Growing up, I was always introverted. Like I wouldn't even order my own food at a restaurant type thing, like very, very much introverted. However, I realized very quickly that that was not going to uh, serve me well with the list of things that I wanted to do and be and become and experience. So I said, all right, time for me to figure this shit out and stop being fucking so like shy of myself. And so around probably 18, 19, I started forcing myself out of my comfort zone, like in extreme ways. And then that was the start of me learning how to be an extrovert, which then is now kind of like the more default operation. But um, if I operate on it too long, I definitely have to like retreat and take my me time away from everything and everyone else. So yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay, cool. So, after forcing yourself to become an introvert, from an introvert to an extrovert, how has that made you feel whole as a person? Did it give you like a releasing effect? Did it build more confidence?
Oh, definitely confidence. Well, I don't know if the confidence was the step to becoming more comfortable and extroverted, or if extroversion was the step to becoming more confident. But they definitely moved together. And it also like gave me the ability to find validation in myself, because I feel like before that I was always seeking external validation, but was never able to achieve that because I was so introverted. Um, but then whenever I decided to like I gotta switch shit up, it gave me the understanding and realization that like, oh, I actually have the whole power to create whatever narrative I want about my life, myself, my interactions. Um, and through that, not only did it give me my own validation for myself where I didn't need external validation any longer, but people kind of like noticed that authenticity and that boldness to be who you are, regardless of who you are is. And they kind of like gravitate towards that anyway a little bit, I've noticed. So I kind of ended up getting bold. So
So, loving being both, do you see it as like a superpower?
cheat code.
Cheat code. I love it. I love it. Um, so now being in this new world, I would say, um, and sharing more in the spaces there in San Diego and on Clubhouse every week. What do you plan on doing with your poetry going forward?
So there is a book that is in the publication process. I don't have an ETA on that because I'm tired of giving ETAs that have passed. Um, that process is a lot more tedious and arduous than I anticipated, but it's coming together slowly but surely. It's all written, just not all formatted, edited, and ready to go with the release. Um, but beyond that, the thing I love more than writing poetry is performing. I love performing. I want to, be doing this and more in front of, audiences in person, in stadiums, sellouts. I don't know. The sky's the limit, right? And then you go farther.
That's right. That's indeed right. The sky, really, the sky is just the beginning. It is
It's
the universe that is the limit. You know what I'm saying? So it's infinite. So I definitely can't wait for that. And indeed, folks, y'all just going, it's just going to be ready when it's ready. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand that as well. You're not the only one that has pending deadlines. What is something that, if you do, you use to aid you in writing, or is there like a set environment, atmosphere, or mode you need to be in to create?
Honestly, it just comes to me random. Like, um, at one point, I felt like I was only writing about like trauma type pieces, and like that kind of freaked me out because I was like, oh God, if I can only write about fucking trauma, does that mean I'm just gonna be sad forever? Because that sucks. Like, uh, but then I started learning how to incorporate other things into my pieces. Now I feel like sad poetry. It still takes a chunk of my poetry, but it's not the biggest chunk by any means. Um, but it still it just really hits me at random times. I'll be like going about my day and minding my own business, and all of a sudden a thought that I think is hilarious just like pops into my brain, and I'm like, oh, I've got to put that in a piece. But most of the time, I can't stop and actually write that piece in that moment, so I have to like go to my phone. And I have a folder called Bits to Pick From,
Yes.
and I just type it real quick and move on. And that folder has been a game changer once I've created it, because it helps me with writer's block. It helps me with just remembering things. Sometimes I'll put a whole piece together from the bits to pick from. Sometimes I just need one line for inspiration. Sometimes I'm just
Hmm.
missing the perfect line. Like it's definitely a irreplaceable part of my process.
So, when you say, who's this?
Adrian.
Hey, he said that I be doing voice notes in my phone. Indeed, when you can't get like now for some reason, I don't know. It's like every time my phone updates and I want to go type something, either my nails are in the way or my thumbs are just too fucking fat. So I be trying to type and it be the wrong words. So yes, I have gotten comfortable with using the voice notes as well. That has definitely become a very good cheat code. um so, to back up a little bit, you mentioned how you felt like your earlier pieces were sad, more like trauma. I will indeed say this, to get to where or on to the route or the path you need to be for your evolution, you have to get rid of the stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always would like to, let my fellow poets know that it's never, deemed bad, to say that it's sad or say that it's traumatic, is because it's like mental calisthenics. Just like you have to exercise the body, you have to exercise your mind and your emotions the same way. And writing the stuff to come out of you, to pour out of you, so that what's deeper within you can shine so much brighter. I always refer back to this. My great Aunt Helen gave me Maya Angelou's book, In the Heart of a Woman. At 10 years old, that book changed my life, is because I grew up only knowing that this woman was so great. But that book let me know she had a traumatic childhood. She had a traumatic past. And at 10, knowing that I was molested and my mother transitioned early when I was 8, 21 days before my ninth birthday, that was like the eye opener for me, to be like, well, if this woman can go through all of that and still be so great, like, can't nobody stop me but me. So I wanted to share that with you because it's a carryover technique. That is definitely what you needed, because the shit that I hear, baby, is fire. So, and even the stuff that's traumatic, just to be strong enough to allow yourself to put it down on paper is strength within itself, because once you write it down, baby, you make it permanent. Okay. And there go my Suge. Shout out to my big sis, Crazy Carla. She has a podcast Thursday nights on Blast called Crazy Carla Concoctions. When I tell you, this lady right here, baby, is the Empress Presario. She is all of this, that, and then some. Like, you want to know how many jobs she got, man? She got like 15 jobs. She's an actress, comedian, podcast host. She got all these things. But yeah, she stayed using the voice notes too. But now that the trauma pieces have been released,
Mhm.
and now you have this new level of writing, how have you viewed yourself from the start to where you are now?
I hardly even have a moment to take to reflect. I feel like because everything's just happening so fast. I really didn't anticipate to have people relate to my poetry at all. Because like, so especially because when I first started writing, I was in that trauma kind of mindset for almost all of my pieces. And so, what is the trauma of a white trans woman who's been on drugs for however many years and does sex work and like just like very niche things that I was writing about. And so I was like very much surprised to find that people actually like did relate to fuck with my pieces. Um, and so it's been nice to kind of like see people come with me on that journey of healing and that journey of figuring out, a little bit more of my voice. Um, with that also though, like I want to point out that like I used to think that the only way to gain wisdom and by wisdom gain empathy is growing through pain. But it turns out I've learned recently that you can also growing through pain is definitely valid. You can also grow through joy, and like I've always thought, like ignorance is bliss. That means anytime that you're happy, you're missing something. Like you just have not lifted the veil, kind of thing. But like no, there is a lot of growth and wisdom that can be gained through both trauma and joyous experiences. So I'm kind of having a great uh, time of gratitude for being in one of those periods right now where I'm kind of like growing a lot and it's very still like very speedy turnover rate on that growth, but it's like happy times. It's good things. I have support and love in my life, and I think it's wild. It's incredible. I've never experienced such. So yeah, just a quick shout out to Elizabeth one more time.
That's
Her
right.
birthday tomorrow also, so happy birthday.
That's right. I was going to say this on Clubhouse tonight, but I also wanted to mention it. March for a while became like a month of mourning, grieving for me. Um, I actually lost my baby sister this very same week, and she was killed on the job, and that was very very hard. And knowing what I know about life, um, you know, it still hurts. You still have to go through the process for the strength on the other side. And it's just from her, then to my great aunt, my grandfather's sister, her birthday, then she passed, and then my father last year, the 29th. I was there with him to see him take his last breath. But then I'm reminded my firstborn son, his born day is the 30th. So no matter how much more grieving gets added within this month, meeting new great people like Liz, becoming a sister whose birthday is tomorrow, her happy solar return, and my son, my flesh, my blood, sweat, and tears, I would say, you know, rounds all that sorrow up for me. He is going to be the Big 12, and he is already sharing my sneakers, and it's a mess. He
That's
he
last
is
year before it ends in a teen.
yes, yes, and he's oh my gosh, like and he's almost like looking me in the face. So at this stage, like yes, I am a tall woman, but I ain't ready for this. I am not ready for this. Age said, go write about the trauma you already written about. It's eye opening to learn how much more you understand now versus then. You are definitely right, brother, because I wrote a piece that first went viral. I shared it was the first time showing healing after losing my daughter. She was killed by a hit and run driver. And I shared that piece, and it was 10 years after. And then I wrote another piece referencing, how my mind was trying to take me back to a trip of, depression. But no, I've grown beyond that. I could speak about it without the tears. That shows the growth and the healing in it. So age is definitely right. My Suge said, I love your aura. Writing about what you know is the only way. And that is definitely right. So, hmm, before we go into our music break, because baby, I just love this artist. He is part of the Blast family. His name is Hakeem Romance. And y'all probably see me dancing in the background. But whatever piece you would like to share, I would like for you to, if you have time to do two, by all means, go ahead. You know how we do in Clubhouse. We could do back to back, or we could talk in between real quick. But you just let me know, and I'm gonna just go off of your flow.
Okay. Um, so I'm gonna start with a piece that's actually my intro piece for my book, and it's called "An Introduction to Tyranny." Tyranny, honestly, is just because my phone always autocorrects tranny to tyranny, so I guess it's more politically correct or whatever.
I
Also,
love that. Since you understand me, let me put you in the poem. See, people don't understand. People and things don't understand. You fuck with us, you're gonna end up in a poem.
so yes, this is an introduction to tyranny, and it is the intro piece to my book. There's more than just 28 crooked teeth that hide behind my heavy smile. If you subscribe to words I broadcast, like it or not, there's no such thing as a free trial because truth cannot be canceled. Once rhymes are spat, there's no returns, no refunds on tasteless comments filled with spicy, hard to swallow vocab burns. At best, I've got lyrical Jim Jones, Kool-Aid to show your ego just how much I care. Then my psychotic grin parts to elucidate the dream diary of a damsel doting on a despondent deacon deceiving debonair. My Grand Sapio erotic twin takes over to delineate the detrimental derailment due to demons, debauchery, and drug dependence. Pin pseudo praying for penance, an attentive audience attends to hold tenants and transcribe transcendence. Transgressions publicly displayed, a transgender Jezebel defending her transition. With gourmet gender role wordplays wasted on pizza roll fry cooks with no access card to the chef's kitchen. Wondering as empty hands perform normative ways they were told how the wanderlust harlot can audaciously rewrite tradition to speak authentic, bold. Judges begging order as jurors chew up bars she fed them with indiscretion. Humility refrains weighing morality of a wandering woman's unabridged confession, while the righteous set fire to a witch based on chapters that walk wayward against her. Wisdom gives birth to empathy, and her memoir gives life to her death, as it were, and though her smile may weigh heavy, her story concludes with a heart lighter than a needle's feather, and all the love it exudes.
I love the sapio reference. You know, sapiosexuals around here, boy, baby.
Mm.
If you
Intelligence,
can't, if
action,
you can't exercise that mind, baby, we gonna have a problem.
yeah,
All of this toxic shit back and forth about relationships, and they just don't understand what the missing ingredient is. And it's literally mind fucking.
yeah.
I love that prayer. Shout out to them. That song back in the day, Mind Sex. That is literally what it is. I'm trying to tell y'all. If you haven't figured it out, what makes a woman tick, okay? You get it here, you got it everywhere else, okay?
There it is, right
We
there.
ain't talking about in a controlling, narcissistic way. If you really say who you are and your actions show and support that, it's over and done with. Um,
That's like the
the
best foreplay and mid play and like all of it. Aftercare.
in That's right, indeed. And the line you said about the praying pseudo penance,
Mm-hmm. Praying pseudo penance.
what made you use that reference?
So the full line, let me read it just so I can stay on point with that and true to that. So and pseudo praying for penance. An attentive audience attends to old tenants and transcribe transcendence. Transgressions publicly displayed. A transgender Jezebel defending her transition. So I feel like a lot of times we almost have this like uh, urge to um, make excuses for ourselves or ask for forgiveness for things that are like either innately us or innately there's nothing that is like foul about it. So that pseudo praying for penance. It's kind of referencing that and like saying, she might um, she might give some attention to some of the less than quote unquote ideal qualities. Um, but at the end of the day, if she's making an excuse for it, then it's for show.
Indeed, indeed. Up and see, look, Liz said, Lexi, that Jezebel line, we're going to talk about that later. I can hear her voice in my head. That's how you know that you really cool with people and you really spend time, even though it's, virtually, Clubhouse being an audio streaming app. But it's like, I swear you can't tell me, like, I don't know y'all. Like, we
Ex-
ain't been in the same space, hanging out, you know what I'm saying, at an open mic somewhere. You can't tell me that.
Exactly. If I was to hug you and see you face to face, or just you call me on the phone, I'm gonna know you. I'm gonna know exactly who you are.
And seeing face to face, it's like, okay, finally in person, even though I already felt I knew you in person.
Exactly.
Okay, so I had already told y'all we're going to break for our artist spotlight, and this is my peeps, Hakeem Romance with Ride Out.
Man, that's crazy. Oh, man. But I see you, doing your thing out here, man, working hard in these streets. You just trying to pay your bills on time and make sure everything cool. I see you, but look, you know what I'm saying? Let's go out for a little bit. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me tell you, look like this. Look. Girl, if you want me to read it, just take the time, yeah. I'll pick you up in a minute, we gon' ride. So what you want, you let me surprise. I know you like that, keep it coming right back. Ooh, yeah, you want me to read it, just take the time, yeah. I'll pick you up in a minute, we gon' ride. So what you want, you let me surprise. I know you like that, keep it coming right back. Ooh, yeah. I'ma pull up on you and change your whole perspective. You ain't gon' know what to do when I teach you all these lessons, girl. You got questions and I got answers. I'm the solution to handle all your curves. It's been a minute since somebody gave it to you like this, hasn't it? Girl, I'ma take it down. You know what I'm talking about, so stop playing around and stay for a while now. Just let it flow, babe, relax your nerves, babe. Girl, you in good hands all day, baby. I got you covered, look, baby, there is no other. Take a good look, do I sound right? Now talk to me now. It's gonna take time for you to get ready. I know you came out here to slay. How you put everything together, all the evidence birth away. You bustin', baby, on all levels. Isn't she lovely? Come on, ride with me. Just take your time, man. I'll pick you up in a minute. We gon' ride. So what you gon' do? Let me surprise you. I know you like that. Keep it coming right back. Ooh, yeah. You want me to read? Just take the time, yeah. I'll pick you up in a minute. We gon' ride. So what you gon' do? Let me surprise you. I know you like that. Keep it coming right back. Ooh, yeah. Ain't looking like you like that. No, you love that. Yeah, don't hold back. Yeah, it's all that. You find from A to Z, girl, you and me, and that's just what it's gonna be. You a monster, ooh wee, you a beast with it. My little flavor, my little shout is super freaky. I love the fragrance you wearing, you're smelling really good. So captivating, I bite you, you looking edible. Be my baby, drive me crazy. Get me wide open, oh, and I don't wanna close it, no. It's gonna take time for you to get ready. I know you came out here to slay. How you put everything together, all the evidence birth away. You bustin', baby, on all levels. Isn't she lovely? Come on, ride with me. Just take the time, yeah. I'll pick you up in a minute and we gon' ride. So what you gon' do? Let me surprise you. I know you like that. Keep it coming right back. Ooh, yeah.
That is Hakeem Romance with Ride Out. Now, if you are a spoken word artist, up and coming singer, comic, rapper, you want to do your thing, come on and join blastmusic247.com and create your ultimate artist account. Create your stage, load your videos, get your stuff out there. Folks need to see that independent artistry. That's blastmusic247.com for the FREE. That's free, but hold up. It's not just for the artists, it's for the fans too. So y'all jump on the blastmusic247.com for the FREE and join and get your fan account popping, okay? And just so you know, Blast supports the independent artists, changes the industry one artist at a time. How did you like that song?
That shit was fire. I was over here googling this real this song.
So just so y'all know, y'all can find plenty more artists like him on blastmusic247.com. And I have one more sponsor. So, I bring you that live alkaline water. Now, for those who like to partake, okay, we don't discriminate here. We just want everybody to know where they can find all the greatest good things that they need. So, how about try Cantaloupe? Discover Cantaloupe, your ultimate online dispensary. Looking for premium cannabis products without leaving your home? Welcome to Cantaloupe.net, your one-stop shop for all things cannabis. Huge selection. Explore a diverse range of strands and edibles with just a few clicks. We've got it all. Exclusive offer, exclusive offer. Those who are subscribers to blastmusic247.com. So y'all run over there, subscribe so that you can partake in this incredible 15% discount on every single purchase. Every single purchase. Okay? Use promo code BLAST15, BLAST15. Shop online. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Just visit Cantaloupe.net to browse our selection and place your order in minutes. Why wait? Elevate your experience with Cantaloupe today. Follow them on Instagram, Cantaloupe_FL, Snapchat, same name. I got everything for you, bro. I got what y'all need. Tell them that Sunshine and blastmusic247.com sent you. And of course, Lexi, Liz, of course we know Lexi can literally hear you. Aren't y'all in the same space right now?
I don't know where she's at. Blink twice if you're okay.
She's, yeah, blink twice, Liz. Look, hit me in the group chat. Danny Lee, Iman said, Lexi, I see the emojis with the hearts. That's right. That's right. So I guess it would only be right since I'm gonna be honest. You missed me last Friday, right? On Clubhouse. Um, let's just say I got a sample and I was waiting for my phone to charge because my phone was literally on 11% after my podcast. And I woke up at 6:56 in the morning on Saturday.
Okay, take that as your testimonial right there, folks.
But I will say, like, you know how your body may have like stress from things. And as you know about almost traumatic experience on the 18th I had, my household was a little shook up for a little bit. So, the stress of all of that, as it's releasing through the tears, your liver still stores all that shit. So it takes a while to work through your body. So when I woke up, I woke up refreshed. Like I literally felt like I went to go get a deep tissue massage the night before. Okay. So, yeah, Go on and hit them up. Because if the samples is like that, baby. Yes, okay, Liz, you're good. She said blink, blink. So, you know how Clubhouse likes to give us writing prompts.
Mhm.
So, Malikia gave a writing prompt. I swear, let me get it right. Let me get it right. I swear we knew what forever was. So, didn't get a chance to share it. So, I guess I'll share it tonight. And then, as soon as I'm done, you can go on and load your gun and get ready to let off, okay?
Sounds perfect.
Just a couple of forevers, a couple of forevers. I'm the only one, you're the only one, together till never. Hmm. I was done. The release of negative energy, the spell became undone. You said my words stung like venom, unloading like a clip of a gun. You're fucking done, son. The unveiling proved to me you definitely ain't the one. Too bonded by marriage, blames of infertility upon me like I ain't already got two sons. No carriage. Grateful, no new baby, no added distraction. Singing praises of finding a good woman to your family. On sight, I knew she was the one. I'ma marry. I swear, we thought we knew what forever was. Shine's getting hitched, created a crazy buzz, underlying developments unseen. Now wishing it was all a dream, cause made to believe in promises of a man almost left me broken with no money in hand. Yet here I stand, firmly on my square, free from narcissistic love songs, promises, and please, baby, pleases can never compare to the current peace I share. Just a couple of forevers, together to never. Exactly what it turned out to be. Never will there be old and gray, you and me, consistently taking, I'm repeatedly replacing. I was blind, but now I've seen just what a detriment you could be. I swear we thought we knew what forever was, but forever, you damn sure ain't gonna be with me.
Oh, that piece was fire. Yes. I love that. I love that it was a healing journey. I love that it, touched on both the like happiness at the front and the high hopes, but then also like the crash, but then the rebuilding and rebirth at the end and saying, like, hey, it wasn't the right thing, but like, I'm doing great. So how about it?
Yeah, like I'm good. I'm real good because it was so funny. I was gonna make it like a little comical type thing because I'm like, damn, that's not the space that I'm in right now in my life, right? um, I was like, Malika knew she threw this one on me, but it was good because, like I said, it was other ones that I had that I've had already written, like in reference to that, which is the elevation and the creation of new things and making it so much better and knowing that that ain't a space that I'm at anymore, within me. And when I saw it, I said, damn it, now they always stay challenging us. I love them. I love all of y'all because, iron sharpens iron. We making sure, our ink never dissipates. And that's what I love about it. You know, um, Great connections, networking, and always, keeping you on your motherfucking toes. There was a piece that I had did where a lot of people thought that in reference to that situation, like it was going to be a catastrophe, like I wasn't in a great space. But as I said, when we write, that writing is getting rid of the stuff, in that aspect, getting rid of the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely loving the part that definitely made you feel at one aspect like it could have taken your life. But, it definitely turns out for the better, you know. This was the piece that I shared. Um, I didn't really gave it a title, but it's right along with that. Um, okay, what Lexi and Sunshine, I love you guys, but I have to head over to Partners in Rhyme on Clubhouse. Yes, is because it is Elizabeth's birthday feature. Come on and catch us over there after you're done. Hey, before you go, put the link in the chat so folks can hop on, all right? Love you, sis. So I guess I just call it life changes, okay? So you'll see like that poem was like, okay, let me revisit this shit one more time after you hear this one, okay? Life changes are not for the meek. Each new hurdle or obstacle, some think, are designed to make us weak. Your cipher begins to dwindle. Folks reveal they all about the next swindle, moving like Jack because you gotta be nimble. These agents, representatives, and shadows are quick to make you the next Vic. Succumb to their tricks, talking and moving real slick. Literally trading tears for fears because everybody wants to rule the world, or at least yours, that is. Roe versus Wade, the start of us being played, right to complete privacy. Will it all soon fade? Are we ever going to ever feel comfortably safe? Standing tall, shoulders back, chin up, striving to save face, internally battling feelings of disgrace, analyzing how the fuck did I end up in this space? Life changes are not for the meek. Each new hurdle or obstacle, some think, are designed to make us weak. It's to make you dig deep, deep within your energy, traveling through layers of you, recognizably from your sleep. Cerebral cortex is vexed, exhausted from the battle of convincing your thoughts ain't the enemy. It's the enemy wanting to break free from stifling relationships, suffocating, suppressing everything I was created to be, sabotaging goals and dreams, my future reality. Life changes are not for the meek. Each new hurdle or obstacle, some think, are designed to make us weak. Nah, baby. It's rattling, unbeknownst, complacency. Take it from me and get free.
Oh, I love that you just read that piece. I love, 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 love. Because, so listen, if you go back to Clubhouse replays from like a year ago, right at a year ago of this time, you'll hear me say so many times over and over again, like that I'm being stalked by this phrase of I am, I am, I am, I am. I saw it everywhere for many months. Um, and the reason I bring this up is because it was pointing me to the inner me, the going inward to like find that healing, that validation, that self, and realizing that that's where God resides, right?
That's
So
right.
you saying that today just made me so happy because I feel like it's just another opportunity for me to remind myself, like, yo, like all these labels that you like to put on there, like like enemies out there. They're not your enemy. That's the inner you that you've still not sorted out. You gotta iron that shit out and get your shit untangled, and then everything else around you will reflect that. So,
That's right. It ain't the enemy, it's the enemy dubbed sunshine.
oh,
So come on with it. We got to unload some more before we take off this hat and put on the next one and jump in Clubhouse. And guess what? My phone is on damn 19%. That's right, Suge. That's what I said. She said, exactly.
mm,
All right, but come on with it while I find my charger. The
okay,
stage is yours, darling.
thank you. So I'm trying to piggyback off of you with that one, and do a piece that's kind of in the same vein, but also that others will sing. Sorry, y'all. I'm definitely about to sing for a second. You're going. I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind. Oh, oh, all my life to forget I'm missing you. My drug of choice is you. Remember how I used to spend all day locked in a haze taking hits off of you? Plans had been scheduled for weeks. They started 30 minutes ago, but I'd still be naked, still be not caring. High as the moon off of you. Laughing because what has two thumbs, bad jokes, and is more addictive than heroin. You. Crying because what has two thumbs, a bad temper, and is more deadly than blues. You. Not caring at all because at the end of the day I knew what to expect. I knew there would always be us, there would always be you. So tell me why the last 218 days I've woken as a lonely queen in a king-size bed, absent of you. How come I can see, smell, hear, taste, and miss your presence in everything I do, but no matter how many gods I pray to, I still can't feel the high off of you, and I shake and I sweat and try not to regret as I go through the motions, as I'm going through nonstop withdrawal, begging myself just to stop wanting you, and they say I gotta find happiness in me, and I sit here confused because how in the fuck can I be happy without my happy place? And how in the fuck can I be happy when I'm sober and missing you? I am sober. And tomorrow will be day 219. Blue, dope sick, about you. I owe my life to forget I'm missing your happiness. And so that piece I feel like is like, right at that like cliffhanger moment before you realize, that the inner is really where all that does come from. So that's why that's cathartic. Yeah, I love that piece. Uh-oh, you on mute, bro.
What was I wanted to make sure my shuffling didn't interfere with your piece. Um, what was the inspiration about that one? Where were you at that
Yeah.
moment, that space that you were in at that moment in time when you wrote that?
Mm. Right in the middle of addiction to a man. People like judge um, drug addicts and people that are alcoholic. Talk about addiction and all never be addicted, yada yada. I was definitely like that mindset of coming up, you know, and not only have I since then done just about every drug there is, uh, but I've learned that addiction is not uh, regulated specifically to illicit substance. In fact, my biggest addictions, all of them have been either to other people or to attention or to, things that are like not actually tangible, physical, um, being able to experience things, but like the feelings that you can get. That's the thing that really keeps me um, hooked on something. So that piece was written from that space of mind of, realizing that I have this addiction to this man. And I would do just about anything to get another hit, right? To get my fix. Um, but being in the decision firmly to not go get that hit, even though, like, it was hard. It was hard, sunshine, for real.
I definitely understand that. So you spoke about addiction. So how long have you been clean?
Clean off of him or clean off of substance?
Both. Oh,
I'll keep it a buck since he
see,
went to
told you my
prison,
light was gonna drop.
right?
Go ahead.
I'll keep it a buck. Clean off him since he went to prison. I'm not sure that really counts as me being clean off of him though, because I still have that mentality where I'll just be like, after it, craving. And as far as substance, like that's always a journey. And um, I'm not gonna like sit here and be like, like, oh, I've been clean and sober for this many months now. Like it ain't like that. It's more just finding and understanding the relationship that I have with each substance and where is the relationship standing to the point where I know that I'm in control versus the substance for me.
Indeed, indeed. I definitely understand that. And as my Suge said, she said, yes, honey. I can hear her voice too. Yes, honey, I can relate. I mean, we've all gone through that point where we were addicted to a substance and we was addicted to a person. When you think what love is, a lot of people say love hurts. Love don't do shit but exist. It's
Right.
the choices that we choose to make in the name or in the sake of love. And just because it's used in that aspect, it don't make it right either.
Just like any other drug too. Just like any other drug. I get so frustrated when I hear people that'll be, like talking all this shit about things they've never done in their life, have no experience having done, when at the end of the day, even if they were to do it or not, every person's gonna have a different experience with that substance, with that person, with that, just encounter. It's all about understanding your relationship to that. If you understand your relationship to, whatever substance is your substance of choice that you have, then you're able to maintain that control and maintain that ability to not be dependent on people.
Indeed, indeed. We definitely, definitely enjoyed, as always. I enjoy you on Clubhouse. I enjoy the fact that you said yes to my interview. I appreciate you so much, darling, for that. And I can hear Scott talking shit. I got Clubhouse going on my phone. Now, I sent to the group chat, hey, I'm logging on, but I'm still on the podcast and I can't talk. As soon as he sees me, hey, Sunshine, how did the show go? How did the feature with Lexi go? And I hear Liz like, no, she said she's still on the podcast, so she can't talk right now. So yes, I did put the link to Clubhouse to Lyric Rhymes, Partners in Rhymes in the comments here. It's every Friday, 8 p.m., right after my podcast. So if y'all want some more of what y'all heard tonight, jump on the Clubhouse app, get the link in the chat, and holla at us. So, Lexi, before we get up out of here, let the folks know how to find you and what you got coming up next, if you do, and give your shout outs to whoever you need to.
Yeah, you can find me on Clubhouse as we discussed. You can find me on Bigo Live. I'm actually very excited about some upcoming things on Bigo Live. If you haven't downloaded it, do it now. Actually, don't hit me up for a code. I'll give you a code, then do it. But we're in the process. Me and Liz and a couple other people are in the process of bringing poetry to that platform and kind of like letting the community grow there as well. It's very exciting. You have the opportunity for some monetization when you are spinning your pieces, um, and just growing your network, growing your reach, growing your platform. So very excited about that. Other than that, I don't know that I have anything else to shout out as far as events happening. Things pop up all the time. So places you can find me is wherever I'm at. Um, there's always the
Follow her, follow her social
IG,
media
Twitter.
pages, and that's how you find out.
Yeah, exactly. IG, Twitter. OnlyFans, only $22 a month. You can hardly afford not to subscribe. Um,
Oh shit! That was the question I forgot to ask. Up, she just dropped the bomb on us. Got the OnlyFans.
but yeah, I have all my socials, and the socials are listed on Clubhouse or on IG, the Trophy Hope Poet, TikTok also, the Trophy Hope Poet. Um, yeah, I have all of those things to keep you updated, and look forward to seeing everybody there. Look forward for you, lovely community.
Indeed, indeed. Well, Carla said this was a great episode, y'all. I love you, Suge. Appreciate you. Uh, yeah, this is what we do every Friday, and special announcement. We have a sister podcast called Playground After Dark, and it airs 9 p.m. on Fridays. And I will be their guest next Friday after my podcast. And we're working out possibly me bringing one or two special guests along with me. So look out for that next week after Shine Vibrations, 9 p.m. We got Playground After Dark. And baby,
That's
it's
so
for the grown-ups to come out and
hey.
play.
Yeah.
Love, peace, and poetry to y'all. It's Friday. Be cooling how you be cooling. Be safe out there. And remember, love yourself more. Be your own peace before you try to be someone else's. Because it ain't gonna work. You see the ticker down there. Donate to your girl if you like. And hit me up if you would like to be a future guest on the show. Okay? Come holla at me. And y'all be safe.